concluding thoughts, and then we are out of here. So let's welcome Nana.
So, a big thank you. Earlier, he asked me to explain to you the meanings of these symbols. In order not to disrespect him and everybody, allow me to do the. So what you see at the top here on my left, the first one is Fihankra. That means a household. It's telling us a lot about how united we are in our communities. Fihankra, you don't live alone, you live in a secular house. Then the next one is the concentric circle that you see there is a Dinkrahine. It is believed to be the first of the symbols that was made. And so after the German War, the Ivory Coast, the Germans in the Ivory Coast fighting the Ashantis, at the end of that, somebody came from that place called Edinkraba Apel. That is, Edinkra was the king of the German, and he had a son who was well vexed in these art forms. So he introduced this one. The next one is Matimesi. I have heard it and I've kept it. So in our local language, we always have something to remind us that we don't have to be loudmouth. You don't have to be loudmouth. Matimesi, I've heard it, but I've kept it. Then you come to this philosophical symbol of Denchem Funafu ni Denchem Fimfu. Funafu ni Denchem Fimfu. To the Siamese crocodile, they have one stomach, but still when they are eating, they rush for the food. Why can't they allow one to eat since it's going to the same stomach? It is because everybody wants to have a taste of it. So then we have the nice Edinkrahine. This one is, that is the sun. And if you heard of Ensa, it's a type of textile art that is made in the northern part of Ghana. So the one Ensa Enna or Tonago, it is so good a material that those who know about that material would even crave to buy that material in its packet form. So this is it. And it's always playing a role in our everyday language. And there's the philosophy, it's everywhere in our language. The philosophy, the Western people say we don't have, the Africans don't have. But our symbol are enough to suggest to them that we have plenty of such philosophy.
Thank you very much, Nana. We appreciate these insights that you have shared with us. And certainly we wanted to understand these explanations, and every aspect of Nana represents what we are discussing here. So Nana, kindly summarize in 2 minutes what the key discussions are. And then Dr. Afra will also do that just in 2 minutes. And then Dr. Oyenekwedu will share the concluding thoughts.
In 2 minutes, 2 sentences. Okay. We came up to the conclusion that language, as a matter of fact, is the key, and that we have to develop our language and make sure that everything we do borders on our language. An example was made that India was colonized. But go to India today, and they are still using their language. And we are proving to be can we package all of this in order to, make it as it were sellable to them in their context so that they appreciate it well. And then one other thing, one thought also that sound, very interesting is the fact that if we are talking about indigenous knowledge and decolonizing this indigenous, then we are not saying we are putting away everything about Western knowledge. I remember Prof. Banahir said it in the morning, earlier speaker said it, that we can pick and we can sift from these knowledges and see the best that can work in our context. Then we'll live with them. Yeah.
Please, let's clap for Dr. Frey. Thank you very much. So intentionality is very, very important. Please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Eli Credo for the concluding remarks. Please, let's clap for Dr. Ladies and gentlemen, today's episode had taught us a lot. I have learned that we started our education from the middle, started from the basis. Now, our attention has been drawn to the fact that indigenous knowledge is very essential, and we have to go back to find out what is missing here but available there. And let me give you an example to illustrate the point. I stayed in India for 2 years, and I learned that their traditional medicine, we call it herbal medicine, has reached the standard which could be compared with the medicine in the advanced countries. And how did they do it?
was very curious and I wanted to know. In India, you go to the medical school, either you study medicine or Ayurvedic medicine. The Ayurvedic medicine is the traditional medicine, we call it here. And I learned that, usually the herbal medicine is always with the indigenous people. How do they get it in the university? I learned that to incorporate it into the university level, they invited the traditional medicine men and they attached them to professors at the university. And through that, they were able to take it from the traditional people. And then the professors used their scientific knowledge to actually grow it using the lab. Instead of only going to take the leaves, they were doing a lot of things using the lab. And now Indian medicine has gone to a very high level. I think the time has come for us to go down there to the indigenous people. We started, all of us, we started our education from the middle. I remember some of us, we were writing essays. I brought them down to their class. The birthday party I attended. They really grew like me. I'm not attending any birthday party. I will give them this as a major question to write. If it had been a festival, I could have written it so easily without any difficulty. I think this has taught us that it is just the beginning. In fact, this should not end here. It should not end here. We have to really make progress on this. And now we should go to where the information can be found, where the indigenous sources, we should go to the indigenous sources to find out a lot. Because some countries who build their education on indigenous sources like India, Singapore, and elsewhere, they have gone very far. And here we are in Ghana, always preaching about things foreigners wrote. And I will cite an example in my own sociology and social work. How many times do we find examples coming from Ghanaians? America, Comte, Pareto, and so on and so forth. How many do we hear from our sources? It is not too late. I think we can go to the bottom and move up. And by so doing, we will achieve our objectives. Thank you very much. What a beautiful summary. Please, let's clap for our dear Dr. Hekebe. So we would like to thank all of you for making it to this particular workshop on behalf of the Dean and also our colleagues from Memorial University and all the organizers. We thank you all very much. We thank you, Mr. DJ, for steering us. His name is Mr. Daniel Otokono. Please, if you are doing any program on campus, he's there to support you. And with assistants who supported the arrangements before and during, and we know we are also going to do the same. Our media colleagues who came, we thank you. Nanamo, Name, Nime, we thank you all very much. Professor Frederick Doe, please, when you go, all our traditional leaders you've been dealing with, please, this conversation is about them. And we don't want to leave it here as we have been admonished by our concluding remarks. So may all of us continue to reflect on this. We are just starting the discussion.
more to come. We hope to get the necessary resources so we can do a full conference, invite all the stakeholders who matter, Ghana Education Service, JTech, all of them who matter, and then be able to interrogate this further and also change the narrative going forward. So thank you all. Please, as you get out, just to your left, lunch is served. We will serve each one of you. If you want to sit and relax and enjoy it, you can do so. If you want to go with it, you can also do so. So thank you very much, and may God be with all of us.